In this video, we'll learn some more properties of averages. Now we'll learn how to find the average of numbers in arithmetic progression or AP. So we say that numbers x1, x2, x3, etc. xn are in arithmetic progression if the difference between any two consecutive terms is the same. That is, x2 minus x1 must be equal to x3 minus x2, this must be equal to x4 minus x3, and so on. In other words, we must be able to add the same number to each term in the sequence to get the next term. Examples of numbers in arithmetic progression include even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8. They are in arithmetic progression because you can add 2 to each number to get the next number in the sequence. Odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7 are also in arithmetic progression. You can add 2 to any number in the sequence to get the next number. Multiples of 5 are in arithmetic progression because you can add 5 to any number to get the next number. Natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 are also in arithmetic progression because you can add 1 to any natural number to get the next natural number. So with such kind of numbers, finding the average is easy. Take the first number in the sequence and the last number in the sequence, add them together and divide by 2. That's how you can find the average of numbers in arithmetic progression. Now we'll do a few problems. So we need to find the average of even numbers between 100 and 400. Since we need to find the average of numbers between 100 and 400, we cannot include 100 and 400. So the first even number will be 102 followed by 104, and the even number that just precedes 400 will be 398. So the average is going to be the first number and the last number, the sum of the first and the last number divided by 2. So the average is going to be 102 plus 398 divided by 2, that is 500 by 2, that is 250. Now we'll try to find the average of odd numbers between 31 and 70. The odd number that comes after 31 is 33 followed by 35, and the odd number that just precedes 70 is 69. So the average is going to be 33 plus 69 by 2. The first number of the sequence plus the last number of the sequence divided by 2. So average is 33 plus 69 by 2, that is 102 by 2, that is 51. Now we need to find the average of the odd numbers from 81 to 106. So since we need to find the average of odd numbers from 81 to 106, we can include both 81 and 106. If this number was odd, we would have included that as well. But since it's not odd, we'll take the preceding odd number. So first number is odd, so we'll take that as the first number, 81. Following odd number is 83. Finally, the odd number that precedes 106 is 105. Then we can find the average using the formula. The first number plus the last number divided by 2. Therefore 81 plus 105 divided by 2 is 186 by 2, that is 93. Next, we need to find the average of the natural numbers from 17 to 52. Now to find the average, first of all we list the numbers. The numbers are 17, 18, etc. up to 52. So the average is going to be first number plus last number divided by 2, 17 plus 52 by 2, that is 69 by 2, that is 34.5. If you're asked to find the average of natural numbers from a certain number to a certain other number, the average is going to be the first number plus the last number divided by 2. Next is find the average of the first 20 multiples of 4. I had mentioned earlier that multiples of any number are in arithmetic progression, therefore we can use this method. So the first multiple is 4, the second multiple is 8, the 20th multiple is 80. So average is going to be first multiple plus last multiple. The first number plus last number divided by 2, that is 84. 4 plus 80, that is 84 divided by 2, that is 42. So in this way you can find the average of a sequence of even numbers, a sequence of odd numbers, a sequence of natural numbers, a sequence of multiples of some number, also using this method. Just remember, if you need to find the average of numbers from a particular number to a particular number, both numbers at the extremities can be included. However, if you have to find the average between two numbers, then we have to exclude those two numbers. So Now we'll learn another easy way to find the average of the multiples of a particular number. That concludes the second video on the properties of the average. We'll learn more about averages and how we can compute them easily in the third part of this video series.